three mantra Canada.
Namo Vipragay.
Namo Vipragay.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Loe Sabha Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Tavvapavakpanasano.
Sarvapavakpanasano.
Mangalanam cha Sarveshim.
Manglanam cha Sarvesim.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Anybody has the English prayer? Anybody's English prayer? Let's see. If that's you, you don't have English prayer with you?
No, not today, no.
You should always keep it. If you haven't remembered. Let's see, can you do the English prayer?
Okay, एक minute. Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength such that I never hurt any. एक minute, I've got it somewhere. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength so that I will never compromise on health, so that my body is an instrument and will always remain helpful to me in accomplishing my life goal of studies in Satsang. I will always remain sincere and steady. I will stay away from bad company and bad habits, and whatever happens, please shower your divine grace such that I never ever miss my Satsang. May I use my mind, speech, body, instrument, and my soul, that is all my resources, to oblige others, which is the best religion. I will always remain sincere, moral, and pure in all my dealings with self and everyone, so that I become a man of personality, par excellent, exactly like Dada Bhagwan. Jai Satchidanand.
That's a very good. That's it. Do you ever think about this prayer? That's it.
Yeah,
When?
when I'm saying it,
How long? How often you pray?
twice.
Twice a day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good. How about you, Hitasvi?
I say this prayer every morning before going to school.
That's it. You think about it after that?
Not really.
So we're doing mechanically prayer now. Dhruvi? Dhruvi?
Yes.
Do you do this prayer?
Yeah.
How many times a day?
2 times.
Do you ever think about it afterwards?
Yeah, sometimes.
What do you think?
I think the meaning sometimes like, yeah.
Sometimes what? Don't fool around with the camera. Kush,
Yeah.
why are you change the camera? Don't do. If there's no disturbance in the room, don't touch the camera.
Yeah.
Don't mute. If you are 3 by yourself, then don't touch it. Okay, do you do this prayer?
Yeah, I do it. And after I'm done, I think like after I'm done, after like the day's done, I think, what, like, how did I not follow it? Did I follow it? I do pratikam, think about it.
How often you think about that?
Well, I think, did I violate, like, did I, like, when it says,
Okay,
like,
let us be specific, like yesterday. Did you find any, you're violating this prayer anywhere?
Yeah, sometimes when I go to the park, I get angry at my friends because they're like not listening
Push.
to me.
We want to be specific, not sometimes, like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday that happened. Like, my I was with my friends and then I got angry with them because they were not listening to what I was saying.
Okay, anything else?
Mm, no, not really.
Okay, so Deepakanandji,
Yeah.
so we are doing this prayer. Should we be thinking about it, or why do we do this prayer then?
No, actually it is like as you do the prayer, keep doing it repeatedly, it will open a level of awareness, alertness within you. So this prayer, it's like what we say, we start believing in it, our belief gets enforced, it becomes stronger and stronger. Our decision becomes firm that yes, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be sincere. So then, anytime, anywhere in our dealing, if we cross these limits, then these prayer will, I mean, the result of this prayer is it will alert you inside. It will caution you inside that, hey, you're doing wrong. So that's how, and that is the reason we keep doing this prayer. Like they are doing for 2 times a day, and then eventually it will become a kind of their life itself. That every time they cross the limits of their health, their studies, or Dada Satsang, then it will caution them inside and they will do correction and they'll again reaffirm it that yes, this is what I want to follow and this is how I want to live in my life. That's it.
You understand, everybody? What do you understand, Hetzi?
That from doing this prayer we get like a sense on this is how like I should live my life. I should live my life obliging to studies. I should live my life obliging to satsang. I should live my life obliging to health. This prayer reinforces that we should like always be doing that.
Very good, very good. So now, what did you? There's no homework posted, so everybody took a vacation.
Yes or no? H3, are you on
Yeah.
vacation?
That's me.
Or you forgot?
And there was no homework. You
In
didn't
what?
say any homework. There was no homework for last satsang.
Yeah, we said we continue with your weaknesses, your anger. No, yeah, anger, Hetzi with you. Just I don't know about
Oh,
you.
okay.
So out of mind, out of sight.
No, I did do it, but I didn't like post on the group
No,
because
I very
it was
sad. We have
not
to
there.
continue. We continue this for another week. So we say how. Okay, Hetzi, how was your relation with Kusali?
It was much better.
Are you conscious of that this week, or because we didn't have to worry about it, we forgot about it?
I mean, like ever since I did put it down as one of my weaknesses, I was conscious about it ever since then. Like I didn't acknowledge that it was or was not this week's homework. I just was conscious about it in general.
Okay. How about you, Kush? You forget about at Niagara. You left everything at Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah,
Because when you go on vacation, you forget everything.
It depends. Yes, I would say that during my vacation time, I would play a lot. There's no doubt about it. I'll play more. But certain principles, I believe you should not cross them. certain basic things like how you have food, you sleep, uh, you take bath, all those things which are common, whether you are on holiday or you are on a regular day. So this satsang part and other health and studies part, you have to, and I believe even in the school curriculum they give you some homework in the vacation also, reading books and all other stuff also, I believe. Is it that? Is it so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what. So I believe they are doing that basic things, but because satsang is an optional thing, it's not a responsibility. Although truly speaking, satsang is our responsibility because that is going to affect our life. With the right understanding, it's how we are going to live our life. That's how it's going to affect us. So gradually, with the right understanding, although it is optional, it is not mandatory, it will become compulsory for you as a duty, although it is optional. Do you have any choice in your duty?
No.
No.
No choice. So it's like you have to go to school, you have to go to school. You have to take care of your younger brother or sister, you have to take care. It is compulsory. But then the satsang part is optional. So when the satsang part becomes mandatory with your right understanding, then you really make it. That is that.
Yeah, but is it option really? Hitachi?
Yeah.
No, it's not an option.
Why? Why is not option?
Well, like like when we started doing this, you said it was not satsang, it was like a forum. So we discuss like new parts. Like it's like interesting because you've never really thought about it. So it's like interesting and it makes you like last satsang you said you discuss what we can do if we wake up so early in the morning. And like if we study in the morning then what will happen. So that's like that eagerness to know about what exactly happens is like what attaches me to satsang, well,
Oh,
forum. Because yeah.
what about headset? Is it optional?
Like it was optional because I didn't know much about it, but later I felt like it was optional as if it was a duty because I don't know, but like I felt like it was necessary to come because I liked it and it just like because
Okay,
it was
Dhruvi, Kush, is it optional?
Yeah, it was optional, but I wanted to do it.
It's optional, but you have to do it. Okay, Dhruvi?
I wanted to do it.
Dhruvi,
Yeah, so you can, it's like optional, but if you want to, you can. I took it myself.
so so what's your choice? It's optional, so you don't have to do it, right?
I mean, you said
Hmm?
it's good for you.
Okay, but we are. You, how can you think it's optional when what is our goal of life? What so far what have you been defining as our goals of life? How many?
3,
I'm sorry.
3,
Three.
Three. So what's the first one?
health,
Is what?
health,
Health.
Health.
I cannot get it. What?
Health.
Help!
Health.
No. First one was always study.
study,
Number two.
then health.
Health.
Number three.
Satsang.
Dada's yeah.
So out of three, you made two compulsory and one optional? Kush? Yes, you did. So again, please remember that for wholesomeness, the three are very important. It's equally, all three are equally important. Equally 100%. So there you have to have 300% power in you to manage that. You cannot use 100% on your study and don't forget about eating, going and doing anything, but tell your mama, papa, 1 week I'm going to study. Don't bother me. Can you do that? You can do that, Hetze?
I mean, sometimes I do say I'm studying. Please
No,
don't
no, no.
call me
You,
gangster.
no, no, no. Listen, for 1 week you're going to say, don't bother me. I'm not going to do nothing but study. Go to school, come home, study, go home. Nothing. No eating, no taking bath, nothing. That's what I'm saying. How about the hell? Can you say 1 week no food, but I'm going to do the other two? No. And if you don't do prayer, it's okay. If I don't want to do prayer for 1 week. Is it okay?
No.
Okay. So please remember this. Our three goals of lives are very important. Doesn't matter what. Your first one will change when you finish study. You know, everybody has this goal. So please remember that. But don't make it optional. But you did more optional this week, right? Yeah. See, to progress in all these three, you have to have individual goals too, right? Right? In your studies, you have a goal. Let's see
Yes.
what's your goal in study. Kush,
Like to get good marks.
okay. So what do you do about that?
You have to study.
Study when optionally,
No, you have to do it.
religiously, per schedule or whatever, right? So you cannot slack off there. So what about
Yeah.
health? What's the goal for life for health?
You have to eat healthy foods, all 6 tastes.
Is what?
You have to eat all 6 tastes. And you don't eat so much junk food.
Deepakanandji, I cannot understand
You
you.
read all the six tastes.
Are you eating that?
Yeah.
How do you know? What was the last bitter thing, kadwa, you ate?
Methi.
Hmm?
Methi.
Methi.
Methi sak.
Methi shak. Methi shak. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, people make methi nu saag.
No, that's good. Unless you're conscious about it. That you have to eat. And importantly, eat. What are the criteria for eating? First thing, you don't have choice. Whatever mama makes you to eat. What else?
You should try to recognize the tastes when you eat.
Yeah.
Then don't watch TV while eating.
Okay.
Focus on your eating.
Is what?
Focus eating. Like don't look around.
Okay.
Take your time. Don't rush.
Very good. But one is still important. Eat what mama gives you. No
That's
fuss.
this healthy food.
Did you make any fuss last week? That's it?
Yeah, I agree with what they said.
Okay. Hitachi, did you make any fuss?
Pardon?
Did you make any fuss while eating last week?
No, I eat everything. I like everything. I just
Kush?
eat it.
No.
Are you sure? Dhruvi?
Yeah. Yeah, I ate
So
everything.
what happens, Deepakananda, if you make fuss about eating? What's the effect of your goal? Okay, let's see. Go ahead.
First, you'd be hurting Mama's ego,
Okay.
and you'd be breaking like your life goal. You're like kind of stopping yourself from doing the life goal of keeping a balanced diet and health in general.
Yeah. What are the chances of falling sick? Because
Yeah, that was.
what they say, what Aptputras says, what comes on your plate is what you need. Doesn't matter what it is, what you need. So Deepakananda,
Yeah. So health stuff, I mean, health part, whatever your mom gives you, it's a good thing. Although many times we didn't do it when we were small, but then we had the liberty, so we easily skipped it. But then I realized it that certain level of development and understanding what you gather when you are healthy makes all the difference. So, which I came to know very lately after I came to Dada Bhagwan. So here it lies that if you eat whatever your mom gives you, it's going to make you perfect from now itself, efficient from now itself. So won't that be good? You may not like medicine, nobody likes, but you have to take. It is compulsory to keep you healthy. In the same way, food is also your medicine. And if you consider food as your medicine, then you will not keep any avenue open for any choice on your side. Rather, whatever your mom gives you, you will eat. Unless there is specific reason, but then there is no reason. Medical reason is there, then your mom will not give you at all. So that's what. That would be the best thing you can do for your health. And the other things we said and discussed that while eating, you focus on the food you're eating, observe how it looks like, what is the visual thing you come across, color, what all you see inside, and then when you eat, what all you taste. So, one of the things we also discussed that you ask your mom any vegetable, any recipe she prepares, then ask her what all she has put into it. The smallest spice, what she has put. And you must be able to gradually, of course, it will take time to taste that. You taste the spice separately, and then while eating the recipe, whatever your mom has made, try to taste that, uh, what do you call it? That particular taste. You must feel that taste. Do you understand? It will be very interesting. Then your food, your lunch, dinner, and meal, I mean, every meal will become a big experiment and it will be a great challenge. I give you one small, I mean, tell you a very small story quickly. Once Dada ate kind of masala puri. You know masala puri? Puri with lot of spices put in it. And it was made with 2, 3 flour mixed. And there are other spices also. So a Mahatma was sitting nearby. So Dada said, okay, taste this. So Mahatma ate it very hurriedly, he finished it. And Dada was eating that one puri, he took like almost 10, 15 minutes to finish that one puri. And the Mahatma who was sitting near, I mean, he finished in just 2, 3 minutes and he was said, yes, I'm done. Then Dada slowly asked him, What was it made of? That's puri, must be some load, some flour. Says, was it sour? Was it spicy? What all spices were there? I don't know. But it is there. Didn't you taste anything? And Dada gradually unfolded, told him everything. This puri is made with 3 flours he put together. Little wheat, little, what do you call, bajri's millet. And what was the third one? What do you call that?
What, bhajri, jua?
Juar, I think so, yes, 3. And then there were sesame seeds in it. Then it had cardamom in it, murri. It had red chili. It had salt. So Dada said, didn't you taste all this? And the cardamom only, no? Pepper, no, pepper, sorry, pepper. The pepper tastes differently, although it is hot, but then it is different from chili. So this all Dada said. It was very interesting. And also there was turmeric in it. So is it not interesting? So, but if you make that as an experiment, then you will enjoy your food. Like how you do experiment in the school, you have a lab and all that. So our kitchen is a big lab, wonderful lab. And if you understand that and recognize all the tastes, not to eat very hurriedly, take your time, then your eating will be very efficient. And with that method or that way of eating, it will keep you very healthy. Because this is the only place, mouth is the only place where you know the taste. And based on that information, our brain adjusts the juices which it has to release for its digestion. Once it leaves this place, there is no way, there is no place of tasting it. Do you understand? So it will be a good experiment. So anything you eat, you ask your mom what all she has put, what all it is made up of, and try to taste them. Are you able to taste? If you cannot taste it separately. How does the wheat flour taste? Or how does the millet taste? You understand? Certain things we know. How does the turmeric taste? And you try to find out by eating. Until you find out, you keep chewing. That's what Dada used to do. It's a big experiment. It's very tiresome at times because we have to finish. Time is there, and that's it.
Do you taste harder in your food? Anybody? Betsy says yes.
Turmeric.
Is wondering, is
Well,
absent-minded.
sometimes, no, like you can see the color, like you know it's there because of the color, but then it's only like sometimes you can taste it. Because then it's like, because we eat spicy food, there's more like chili powder in it than turmeric. So like turmeric is basically for the color of the shark and then the taste of the red chili.
Dhruvi, whom you talking with? Dhruvi? You have another satsang going on there in Canada?
No.
Then what was my question?
Do you like taste turtle?
Huh?
Do you taste turtle?
What's she saying, Deepakanandji?
Do you taste hardar?
Yeah. Hey, do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay.
It is that idea. I mean, it's not easy. You have to really chew, keep chewing, and then
No, like sometimes when my mom's cooking, she sometimes put a little more so like I taste it.
Okay. Okay. So
My mom puts like harder like powder.
how does harder, what's the harder taste? Anybody? That's it. I cannot hear you.
Na Genie Ivy Marirama, 1 minute.
Is
Is
it?
what?
Nothing. Kushali came in my room and was asking you a question.
How does harder taste? Anybody? It has to you say sometime, huh? What does it taste?
I know the
Sweet?
taste. I just can't explain it. It's like between sweet and like
Sweet taste?
a little bit, not a lot.
Like sugar taste?
No, not that sweet.
Like salt taste? Is your father there?
Yeah,
Who's sitting with you?
Papa.
You
He's
ask
sitting on
him.
the other side.
Ask him.
Papa, how does harder taste?
Huh?
What's the taste of harder?
Harder taste.
Yeah,
Harder taste. Too type. Too.
so pungent.
Yeah.
Pungent.
Okay. Dada?
Okay. I just put it 1 minute. It's a big challenge, you know. What it says. See,
No, I'm asking you. I think it's
I,
bitter. It's bitter.
I cannot feel it. That's why. Because that's why I'm saying these kids, if they do practice now itself, then it will be very good for them. See, it says overwhelmingly earthly and bitter, almost musky with a bit of peppery spice.
They don't know. That's why
That's
I said bitter, right? Didn't I say bitter?
what is it?
I said bitter, right? Before you put it up.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's
No,
true. I'm not saying
out
no,
of the
but
six days, we have to figure out what it is. You know.
yeah.
Okay, that's a very good home conversation we had today. Okay, so homework. Are we all perfect?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
What is it?
Nobody's perfect.
No.
How come?
No.
How come, Hatsi? I thought your father says you are the most perfect, brilliant child in the world.
Never said that.
Your father said that.
No.
Yeah, he told me.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Ask him, okay? Anyway, so you're right. We are not perfect. So, what we want to do of the three goals, now this is pick and choose. This is your territory, okay? Pick and choose one of each what you want to perfect. Okay?
Yeah.
Is the homework clear?
Yes.
Okay. For example, okay, I want to, for the health, okay, I want to taste 6 days. Okay, then you, every day you log what was in shark, what was that, okay? Or for example, you students, you people are very smart in studies. So is there a week? I know Hetzi doesn't have a week. Any subject you don't like, Ruby?
No, I like all.
Which
But
one?
sometimes
Hetzi, you.
I don't like history and English.
Oh, okay, so you can pick for number one, history and English, and then please write down what you specifically are doing to help. Okay, like history, I started reading 2 chapters extra every day. Okay, something like that. But be specific what you are trying. So you yourself can gauge, after a week, 2 weeks, how you started liking it. Like first thing for Hetzi, you have to say, history is good. I like it. Dada's prayer. Are you doing the prayer? Okay. Everybody got it. Let us be very specific how you uh, document it and how you track yourself. That,
So it is, I believe it is like you decide your goal in all the three, I mean, specific target in the three goals, and try to observe on what are you doing, what have you done during the week. Did you understand? Like I said, and I give an example that you want to taste the 6 taste or particular taste in every food every day. So what was your observation? You tasted or you didn't taste? Were you able to make out or you were not able to make out? Same way with your study, like history, you're bad, or English, you're bad. What did you do? So you planned that, okay, every day I will read 6 pages. So were you able to read those 6 pages every day or not? So you decide your target and you work on it and see what's your result. And same way, Dada Satsang, you decide to pray like from morning prayer, uh, 5 times, three mantra, and then every meal you say 1 time, three mantra, and you say, Dada is watching, I want to eat uh, in a balanced way, and all that. So, with that, like you plan that you have to do these prayers 10 times a day. You plan that while eating, so 3 times in the morning and in the night. So 3, 4, 5 times. I'm just giving an example. You can put it more. So were you able to do that, the prayer 5 times a day, or sometimes three, sometimes you forget while eating, sometimes you forget while sleeping? Okay? So decide your target and then observe, were you able to do it, and keep track of your progress every day. And you can you can mail it also, I mean, send it as a message also, that what have you decided. And keep it for the whole week. Okay?
okay, like Kush, how many prayers you do a day? Count.
Probably like 5.
No, it has to be more. 5 is only 5 times 5. 3 mantra is 3 times 5
Oh, like
is
that.
50. You are
Wait, let
doing
me. Okay,
you 15 3 mantras you are doing. If you
wait, let me
do
think.
3 times 5 times morning evening 3 mantras,
Yeah.
then 15. Then no kalama. 2 times a day, 17. The daily prayer 2 times, 19.
I do like 30. Or not 30, but like 26, 27.
How much?
26, 27.
Yeah, okay. So write it down what your goal is, total it up, and see how many you do, okay? That's what. Okay. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Now you got the homework to pick, you know what to post?
Keep your journal right every day.
What's that, Deepak Dada?
Yeah, perfect.
No, what did you say?
I said write your journal every
Oh,
day.
journal. Keep a book. Best thing, make a table. Everybody know what spreadsheet is?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a spreadsheet and every day, right? So at the end of the week, oh, I did this, okay. My scorecard is. Okay? Okay?
You don't have to describe it, you just write the figures.
Yeah. not
Total
description.
days prayers are 30. You could do 15 today, next day, maybe all 30, like that.
Okay, is Hatsi Kusali there? Okay, is your Papa Mama there? Hatsi? Okay.
Mama.
Oh, it tells you everybody's there. So you do the 3 mantra.
Okay, just a second.
Tell everybody to do 3 mantra.
Okay. The 3 mantra. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Uvasayanam.
Namo
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam. Eso Panchanamukkaro. Sauvapava Panashanam. Manglanam cha Savvesim. Mam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.